was like, and with me, it was like, I would pick up a pair of drumsticks, I would play. The very first time I played drums, the snare scared the hell out of me because of the pop. So I was in there, I was like, I didn't like hitting it, so I was doing a lot of tom work and everything like that. And then I would, close everything back up, close up shop, and like let them sit in the closet for like 2 years. And then I would get real hyped up on a song or whatever like that, and I was like, oh wait, I've got these things that I can beat on. So I'd pull them back out, set them back up. And then my dad also wanted me to play music with him and stuff, so he was a real big, like, into Roy Orbison, like Pretty Woman, stuff like that. I finally put up the drums, and the song that got me wanting to play drums full time was Soul to Squeeze by Chili Peppers. The song that was on the Conehead soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
So that was the song that really got me. The first mixtape I ever... I'm showing my age. But the first mixtape I ever burnt off the radio, or, recorded off the radio or whatever like that, had Metallica, Enter Sandman, More Human Than Human by White Zombie.
Nice.
Just a bunch of different songs. The first CD I ever put money
Good
towards.
evening, Paper Dolls.
What?
We're live.
We are live.
Are we live?
Oh, we are.
We are live.
Oh, we are absolutely live.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of...
You got me in story time, sir.
Yeah,
I did.
You got him in story time. We're talking about our musicians past. Is that a way to put it?
Past?
It's not.
Our
not a
our
past.
history, our musicians' history.
Yes. But to finish my story real quick, the first CDs I bought was Offspring Smash,
Nice.
Green Day Dookie.
Oh, I love that album.
Yes. That have been the first two that I actually spent money on.
First album I ever spent money on? The Game documentary.
That was a CD that you could listen to. Joe, what you got?
Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. I had that on cassette tape, actually.
What's that?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
No, the tapes that I used to have, the cassette tapes, I had Typo Negative.
Yeah.
I had Megadeth, Countdown to Extinction,
Yep.
which had the really creepy old guy. Get a Grip by Aerosmith. That was actually... So it's funny that he would say the Toys in the Attic was his first album that he bought.
Yeah.
The first concert I ever attended was Pantera and Aerosmith.
Really?
At Freedom Hall.
Nice.
For the Get a Grip tour. Because there was a giant nipple that was pierced that was like a... I can't even really... Like a cow nipple? I guess is what they pierced.
An udder, maybe?
Maybe. But that's what they had pierced on the album. Like, that's what they pierced with the earring, was a literal Squozen milk tassel.
You just had to put that in there,
Yes.
didn't you?
Squozen milk
You just
taco?
had
Is
to
that
put
what
it
you
in.
No,
said?
I said a Squozen milk tassel.
Oh.
Squozen milk titty.
Yes. So, but that's the band that I grew up loving to begin with, was Aerosmith. And then I got really annoyed by Steven Tyler.
Don't want to
So,
close that. Sorry.
What? No.
Wait, are you putting our faces on there?
There's Dave. Say hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
What about you? You
They don't
flip
need
around?
to see me.
No, they do.
Oh.
Hey!
Yeah.
Look at that beard growth.
Oh, my goodness.
That is what
He must be,
Chia pays for.
he must be sponsored by Beer Club.
I don't know.
Ooh. Try to get them as a sponsor.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a kit.
Seriously, we all do.
Just surprise everyone and
Podcast land.
yeah,
I don't think anybody's actually joined us. Have they?
just Paper Dolls.
oh, hello.
JD's friend, co-worker. Speaking of which, I'm Joe.
I'm Eric.
Impromptu Dave.
And I'm Matt.
And unfortunately, we don't have JD with us tonight for unforeseen family emergency situation. Won't go into it, but he is okay, everyone. Just not with us at the moment.
But he will be back.
Yes.
We'll be back. next week.
I apologize.
Yes.
JD usually sits next to me in in Switzerland, in the third country that's neutral or whatever like that. And as Joe was explaining, that we are missing JD's counterpart touched my thigh, and I almost
his replacement.
yeah I kind of wanted to punch him in his good eye.
You mean his brown
No
eye?
means no, Dave. See, that's what. Anyways,
So this episode is brought to you by Chaos, because it's not going to have any order to it, because JD is our glue that holds this.
he
is
really
the
control. He's the control to our
Yeah.
chaos.
So I know that we've said that we're not going to say anything, but hopefully you get back here soon,
Yes.
because we need you. Help. But yeah. So how was everybody's week?
Oh, look at him taking
Aye,
charge.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Good job.
The most non.
I got to
controlled
find a way to
person
earn
here.
my
Right.
icon on the whole podcast or die logo that
That'll
you keep
never
forgetting.
It
Well-
hasn't been a forgetting thing. It's a time thing. I've worked 50 to 60 hours this week.
Oh, so that's how your week went.
Right. Well, and here's
Yeah. I didn't have a week.
Yeah.
I also would like to point out that Matt here is a power bottom and he's forgetting his place.
And where would that place be, Dave?
Exactly.
Go ahead, tell me.
No,
Go for it.
no. Go for it?
No.
No.
Okay,
He knows.
good idea.
You can cut the tension with a knife.
I'm about to cut someone with a knife.
Right?
Don't show me a knife.
It's gonna go through like hot butter.
Speaking of tension,
Would you stop it?
Who invited him here?
I think Ashley invited him here.
Yeah.
Damn it, Ashley.
it was 1,000% Joe's wife.
Potatoes.
Not rich potatoes.
And actually,
Potatoes.
she didn't invite me. What specifically was said was, "Oh, so you had eye surgery, so you're not working tomorrow?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "Great, see you at podcast." And I said, "What?"
Oh, so you don't really want to be here. Get out.
I don't have a choice. Eric brought me.
So, Eric, this is your fault.
Possibly. I won't take blame for it. But
Now hold on.
because
She-
the messed up part of it was us heading over here. As he has said, he had eye surgery,
Yeah.
yet can still be a backseat driver, like without any. Why are we taking the long way? You weren't even. Your eyes were closed. How the hell do you know? It just.
See,
I'm like, shut up.
And when he gets sick, he's a little bitch.
Well, I'm just saying, like the sun was annoying. Like I get it,
Yeah,
bright
yeah,
lights
no,
and
no, no,
everything
I
like
get
that.
it,
Like
yeah.
and then I'm sitting here, I'm like trying to, like I want him because he had masked himself. I was worried if there was going to be like an.
Why'd you
elderly-
take the mask off?
No, what I'm saying is I thought there was going to be like an elderly people like going to church or whatever like that, or the potential of just elderly people next to us, and he looked like he was just chomping at the bit to rob somebody. Like he was already, he had already covered his face up. There was no way. It was one of those things where I was like, okay, nobody will ever know that Dave's sitting next to me in the car. They just think that somebody that's about to, knock over a liquor store or something was sitting in the passenger seat. So I didn't have to worry about that. But because of, I guess, the roads, the turns, whatnot, he knew exactly where I was at all times and had something to say about it. I'm like, shut up. So then I start to turn the radio on, and he's like, or whatever like that. And I'm like, what? And he was just like, I didn't know that sound would affect your sight. Yeah, no, it's just frequencies. Like he's giving me bullshit excuses just because he doesn't want to hear crap music.
Good lord.
He doesn't want to get blinded by the sun, and I'm trying to like put
And you're the
visors
dumbass that
down.
brought him. No, I'm kidding.
No, the thing was like he asked me, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not good to drive," and I was like, "Obviously, you've got one eye." I was sitting there, I was like,
But don't let
you-
him forget he has his gun.
But no, the thing is like, but the thing was, I was like, I have it. I was like,
All right.
I have no problem taking you over podcasts. And he was like, oh, you sure? And I was like, well, you've done it for me before. Like, I've had car trouble.
Whenever he, gives you rides, maybe you should return the favor. What's going on?
What? And like,
Oh no.
mask myself? I'm just trying to, like, okay, so that wasn't even how my week was. That was just today.
So here's the thing. My biggest problem with the entire car ride here was the fact that since he went the long way, we passed right by a KFC and I didn't get a damn Famous Bowl. That's what upsets me.
Well, I guess maybe next time you should probably ride your own vehicle.
Well, you
He
might
couldn't
just
because of the
start
eye
bitching.
surgery.
Well, then
But I'm
just
telling
stay
you
the
right
fuck
now,
home and order
look,
DoorDash.
look, I'm telling you right now, the one thing that I learned about today, not just about Dave, just in general, if you have eye surgery, it's going to mess with your sense of smell,
No.
taste.
No, smells fine.
You can
What?
hear certain things. Like, if the sun wave or the sunbeams are like blinding your eyes and it's like really bright for you, it's going to fuck your hearing up.
Well, no,
I'm
no,
just
no,
letting you know.
No. Let's be realistic.
Yeah, I tried.
What it is that I'm hypersensitive to light right now, so it's creating this like pseudo headache situation where it's like it is a headache, but it's not a headache either. So
And that causes you to not to stop bitching.
no, it causes me to bitch more. So
yeah.
But it's
Okay.
your own fault that all this is happening because instead of staying home,
No.
Hey,
no.
There's another
Not
thing.
his fault.
This is Ashley's fault. This is
There's
Ashley's fault.
another
could've
thing.
just said no.
No. This is Dave's fault. Safety glasses are a thing.
So,
But dude, man, just
yes.
because that was so metal, I'm just saying.
so
it's about the medalist.
okay, all right. So we're gonna give a quick rundown of what happened.
This was Dave's week.
Yeah, this was my Wednesday and Thursday. So first of all, I was wearing glasses. I was wearing my Oakleys, the ones that are floating around your floor somewhere.
The ones that were shit enough not to keep Mel out of your eye. Okay.
So, anyways,
Those are called Folkleys, not Oakleys.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Anyways,
right.
What?
$200.
continue, One Eye. Come on.
So, anyways,
Come on, pirate.
Come on, Willie.
I can see with both eyes, just so you know. Just one hurts. Anyways, here's what happened.
His pussy hurts.
Ashley said. Ashley doesn't even remember inviting him. Ashley was stroking out. You leave me alone.
That's the only.
Plausible deniability. So,
This podcast was brought to you by Broken Bodies.
yeah.
Old age.
Yes.
So, anyways, 3 of us have had a stroke this week. Anyways, here's what happened. I was, so I do access control. So, like, what I was doing is I was installing an automatic door closer on a memory care door so they don't escape. And, which is a thing, by the way. So, anyways, I was installing this closer. And to do that, you got to drill a hole into the door frame. So it was directly above me. I'm assuming what happened is because I was looking up, it got a good angle in between my face and my glasses. Sweet Christ. Bro,
While he's telling the story, I have to put my glasses on.
were those things built for... You know what? I can't say that. That's too far.
There's
You know what?
too
I
far
can't-
for Dave.
No, they're too far for...
Him to see.
No, the only comments that come to mind are too far for our acceptable spectrum of comments.
Okay.
So, I'm going to not look at Eric. Anyways,
So in roundabout ways, it's like I can't go this far and say this because I don't want to get punched. Essentially.
no, I don't want us getting canceled. Anyways,
Canceled. With
You wouldn't get
Unless-
canceled.
Unless we get kicked off of all 3 platforms we're on right now.
So point being is, so I'm drilling this hole, installing this whatever. Well, this door got the last laugh because the door, the molten, flaming skeletal remains of this door gang raped my eyeball, specifically in the cornea. Thank you. Hello,
You're awesome.
Invite her.
She doesn't remember yet.
I think you just had a stroke.
Yeah, probably.
Again.
Yeah,
Again?
I don't remember.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or is it 9?
No, it was either 6 or 7 is what they said.
I wasn't
Well,
even
right,
paying
but
attention.
this one's either 8 or 9.
Right.
Yeah, who knows?
Molten hot lava in your
Yeah.
eye.
So this door, the skeletal remains of this door frame. Is everyone gonna wear glasses to mock me now?
Yep.
I mean, is that the case? Thank you, Joe.
He's making up for it.
Who are you? Joe was just sitting there.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
Well, now that this podcast has gotten dull, let's move on.
No, he was in the middle of his.
So
He was in the
anyways,
Masters of the
Molten
Universe.
crab went in your eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Skeletor.
Yeah, Skeletor.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I call Ashley, Joe's wife, and I'm like, friend, honey boo boo, what do I do? She goes, son of a bitch. All right.
And then
hold
hung
on.
up on you for
You
calling
go to
her
the
honey boo-boo.
hospital like
Yeah.
a normal person.
I was at the hospital.
Yeah, he
So
was in a
I
hospital.
was working at the hospital.
Then you
when
go up to a nurse and say, "Hey, I got shit
I
in my eye."
did, and then they said, dude, you're fucked. You got a giant chunk of metal ass raping your eyeball. So they referred me to a optometrist.
First, they gave you some. Yeah. First, they gave you some medication that Ashley told you absolutely 1000% do not use on your eye.
Well, you have to remember that he went to the
what? No.
From what you had told us, you were working Six Flags Over Jesus, and that's how you went and got. Yes.
Six Flags Over Jesus
Yes.
is the nickname we have for Southeast Christian Church.
Yes.
Six Flags Over Jesus. Yes.
Right, because they have a billion flags over on the church. Anyways, no, I was not working. Where the hell did that come from?
That's what you said.
No, I was working at
He was.
Baptist
Yeah, he was working at
Hospital.
Boston Baptist.
Oh, I see where he's going with that. Okay.
Oh,
Baptist.
yeah, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever.
But
Anyways.
as he prays to God, is like, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for this almighty metal. So,
You can't kill the metal. Metal will live on.
fantastic song. But anyways, to make a drawn-out story short,
Doubtful.
right?
You're going into Eric territory
Yeah.
now.
Shut up.
I'm losing brain cells as we speak.
You had some?
Right.
Not anymore.
All right, people, focus. So, ER, eyeball microscope. They said, dude, you got a huge chunk of metal rusting away in your eyeball. I said, well, that's terrible. So they referred me to their optometrist, and I said, nope, Joe's wife. What do I do? She goes, son of a bitch. All right, hold on, let me make a call. All right, you get over here quick. Doctor's about to leave. And I was like, shit, I'm on my way. So, and then next thing I know, they're playing broccoli soup in my eyeball. And now my eye hurts
Yeah.
tremendously.
That story had more filler than the Frieza saga.
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like,
it did.
God.
he was talking about like a giant chunk of metal in his eye, yet he was able to just do away with safety and just drive all the way to,
From
Ashley's
Baptist.
I
doctor's.
know,
Right.
right?
To get fixed, but
Well, see, at that time,
that had to be just
at that time,
its own
it
adventure.
just felt like there was something in my eye. Like, you ever just, like, get a piece of dust in your eye and you're like, ah, fuck, this sucks. That's what it felt like. Until they pulled it out, and then I'm like, oh my god, my eye is killing me.
So maybe they should have left it in.
I'm thinking so. I don't know which one was more annoying.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, that's the story.
That sucks.
Yeah, and now if I look at, like a white door, I'm like, God, can we turn down the brightness on that
should've-
door?
Brought some sunglasses.
I did. Somebody did something with them. Are they still down there? Anyways,
I think they're beside your foot, Eric.
are they?
Yeah.
yeah, my hat was down there, and I had my glasses on. I don't know. Anyways,
There you go.
Ah, thank you.
Something you should have been wearing from the get-go.
See,
Now,
as I said.
ladies and gentlemen, now everyone is wearing glasses.
Yeah, now we're all part of
wear
joke.
my sunglasses at night.
Because a huge
Copyright.
chunk of metal in my eye.
Ah, that kind of worked. And yes,
No, it really
you were,
didn't.
You were fucking correct on that one. I want to wear them at night.
That was metal, dude.
This
That
episode
sounded
brought
like
to you by
indigestion.
flatulence.
I actually thought you were about to go into. I actually.
Joe ate dairy today in the form of cheese.
Oh God.
Joe is lactose
He shit
intolerant.
right next to me. Pretty sure made Eric choke on some bread.
Flatulence, get yours today.
Yeah, right? I'm just saying, like, yeah. I choked, but it was because of the whole interaction between you two. Now, we've heard Dave's story, and, you know, ultimately, or honestly, we all feel bad for Dave, and we hope he gets better and everything like that.
Of course.
But the more shit, literally and figuratively, that you talk to Joe, his flatulence might actually give shit particles in your eye,
And you'll get pink eye.
and then there's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah,
like, they
pretty
can't.
much.
They can't be able to take a piece of metal out like they did for Dave. Like once you get shit particles in your eye, you're done. It's over. Yeah. There you go. There's some more for you.
And there's some burp particles. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
That's just black metal.
Matt's new name is the Poopy Pupil.
What's up,
That
PP?
flows so well. Poopy. I can't even
Poopy
say
pupil.
it. The poopy pupil.
That's
Oh,
wow.
that's
You're gonna
good.
screw that up a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna screw that up a lot, but that's okay.
Oh.
I mean, the chat is blowing up right now.
Holy shit.
the hell?
Let's see if anybody either A, likes the name that Matt has just
Need
been
proof
given,
of said glasses.
or if somebody has a,
Wait, do
a
what?
possible nickname for Matt, please share.
Yes.
Yeah,
Unless you do like PP.
PP.
PP. If you like penis colossus.
If you're like Matt, and you like penis a lot,
Oh, I think mine's better. Penis colossus.
Shut up.
No.
Getting balls in the face.
Buddy, you're starting to sound like you like penis cum laude.
No. I like my own penis.
How do I see the
I'm
chat?
kind of attached to it. What do you mean? How do you see the chat? You look at it.
Like where
No,
do I
he's
go?
talking about getting on his
Twitch?
tablet.
Oh, is it Twitch?
Yeah.
Look,
So
I may be a tech guy, but when it comes to the podcast, I haven't
do sunglasses.
Oh.
I haven't really figured out what all the podcast
Technology!
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Dave?
How's my hair? Is it bad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gives a shit.
Yeah.
It's
It sounds like
got-
a woman.
It's like a something about Mary thing going on right now.
Oh, buddy.
So there's your proof of glasses.
Yes.
We are all wearing sunglasses. Except for Dave now.
Look, at some point I just gotta fucking see, alright?
Out of your one good eye?
Yeah. Hey, my other eye will be good in a couple of days, I
So-
fucking hope.
Let's talk about
Wait,
news.
something. Oh, never mind.
Let's talk about stuff that's happened.
Well, hold on. Eric, did you tell your week?
Well,
I did not. And Joe, I don't think you actually told your week.
I told my week. I worked 50 to 60 hours.
Yeah, but that was very abridged. That
that's-
was very
yeah.
short.
Yeah, that's
pretty much it.
Yeah.
That was it.
It's the end of the month.
Yes.
Well, now
I'm-
that's over with. End of the month for us means that we are extremely busy. We're trying to push out as much product as we can.
Sell.
No, the salespeople do that. We just actually ship it out. Well, not really. We order it, right? So we're kind of in between the salespeople and the fulfillment team. But all of those orders have to get put in the system, and that's what we do. So, yeah, and all of our salespeople are trying to make their money, and they don't get their money if the customers don't get their equipment.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it too. Joe sounds like a pusher. You won't get your shit unless we get ours.
So yeah, that's kind of what my week was like. Stayed up till 5 o'clock last night,
Yes.
6 o'clock last night, something like that.
For something important.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, but that was my week. Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah. I think we're actually all tired.
Oh yeah,
Shut the hell up.
What, me?
saucy.
No, I'm being legit because you should know that I have every right to be tired.
Matt, did we hear your week?
No, not really.
Do we want to? Do we have time for it?
We have time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let's hear it.
I worked.
All right.
yeah?
So,
What are you doing?
Working.
Doing what?
Stuff.
What kind of stuff?
The work stuff.
What kind of work stuff?
I work with grain.
I was ready
Exciting.
to keep on going.
I kind of was too, but at the same time, I knew you would keep going, so I don't
So,
want to be. I don't want to be dull. you
It's
know?
a Mexican standoff.
Hispanics.
I don't know why you keep looking at me. I'm not gonna explain the fucking rules to you because I myself have never been in a Mexican standoff.
I have
Okay, there you go.
with Dave,
Shut up.
Dave and Cameron.
That was a really ignorant night on our part.
Yes, it was.
Let's not talk about that.
Right.
That was one of the nights.
Wait until our
Yeah.
kids are in their 18 area.
So we can tell them what not to fucking do.
Right, well, it's mainly just so the wrong people don't listen in and go, they're terrible parents.
Okay, this was before we had kids.
This was before we. Well,
What?
Ooh.
Ish.
yeah, ish.
Ish.
Yeah. Well, it was before.
Two of the three of us didn't have kids at that point.
Fair. Yeah.
And none of the kids were in the house at the time.
And we're not going any further than that.
Right.
So, anyways, Matt, you're a farmer.
I am not a farmer.
Oh.
You're a baker?
No, I'm a grain operator.
Grain operator.
That's the
How do
official
you
title.
how do you
How do you
operate
operate grain? Yeah.
You
Ah,
operate
figure.
grain using silos, conveyor
Do
belts.
So
they have to shrink you down so you can get inside the
does
grain?
the individual grains have controls on them?
Jesus Christ.
I don't know, but you're the only one of us probably here that has played Farm Simulator, so you should
No,
know.
I have it and I know.
Oh God.
Well, this is why I'm
Right.
asking the hard questions. Okay.
Right. This is what you pay for when you listen to us.
And these are the
Not
questions
really.
that you're gonna be
Please
asking
tip
yourself,
us.
Like, why?
So, yeah, we ran out of coffee.
Well, so about the coffee tonight, guys. Y'all kind of thought there was something suspicious about it, right?
Yeah, I knew there was
yeah,
something
yeah.
suspicious.
So there kind of was.
I figured.
So we called it a witch's brew, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It was many different coffees put together,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
and
Now-
it's
now-
not. It's hold on.
Now,
Are you trying to give me a goddamn heart attack?
Yes.
just try
So-
it.
No.
Look, I've drank almost a
No.
whole cup. Just try it.
No.
It's not bad.
No.
It's really
Eric.
not bad.
What?
Try it.
No,
Try it.
I'm trying
Y'all-
to quit.
You're trying to what?
I've actually gotten burnt out on coffee because I've had it pretty much every morning this week
Try it.
and last week.
How does that burn you out on coffee?
I was gonna say I have had it every day at least.
I don't
once
normally drink coffee every day.
I have had it every day
For the
at
past
least
28 years.
at least once an hour for the
yeah, I
past
know that.
like 28 years.
Yeah. But not everybody's the same. I'm not the same way. My wife wants coffee more than I do.
If you cut his arm,
I'm
He
gonna
will
drink-
bleed coffee.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know that.
When I
Java is
pee,
the term.
it smells like a freshly brewed pot of coffee. And I am not joking. I wish I were.
Yeah, so I'm done drinking coffee for the rest of my life. Because now I'm just going to have this thought of, like, anytime somebody brews coffee or whatever, I'm going to be like, ha ha, Joe's urine.
I don't know about y'all, but when I wake up in the morning and I pee into my coffee pot, it's excellence.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And there it is, people.
I got shit to do tomorrow. Can we move on?
No, you don't.
Yeah, actually, I do.
Well,
I don't know. I'm on a surprise vacation, so I'm yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I've got shit to do tomorrow too. So, anyway, Eric, how was your week?
After this this conversation we've had, I have one question for you before I begin my week.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever beat somebody in like a fighting tournament? Tournament? Yeah.
Tournament?
Stroke! Anyways,
God.
tournament. Yeah, I just thought you were trying to figure out what I was meaning.
All right,
Yes, I'm
now
in a
you're 10
tournament.
now?
But the thing is, have you ever beat them with a grain kick?
Oh,
Ooh, the old grain kick.
Yeah. What is this? What
That's
is
a
this?
little
What
I
is
don't even
it?
know
What
what
is the
that
stance
fucking
on that?
means. I don't even know what that fucking means.
a grain kick. Come on, bud. It's a little below the silo.
I can't hold it. Sorry.
I quit.
Yeah.
you kick them in the
That's
bread
it.
basket.
Motherfucker! Okay, that one was good. I will give you that one. That one was pretty fucking good. Cake him in the bread bed. Damn, I'm about to use that. Oh, that actually reminds me. One of the guys I was working with, we were loading up this truck, and the trucker come out, and he just walks up. We're all just kind of chilling, just talking and everything. And he goes like, "Hey, you guys working hard?" And they just respond, normally, "Yeah, sure." No, we're not. And I'm like, "No, I don't work hard. I work soft. That'd be awkward."
Nice.
That was.
He fucking died.
That was.
I felt proud of myself. For
I'm just
that.
saying
That is
that was
awkward.
that was a really stock answer. Just I'm looking at it like yeah.
Next
I'm pretty
time,
sure I've seen that as one of the templates on resume.com.
although next time my boss asks me if I'm working hard, I'm probably gonna answer that way. She will not find it funny.
You should still do it though.
I don't think you actually want to get the corrective action.
Are
Hey
you
Joe, what are
serious?
you doing this week? I am attending a sexual what was it?
Sexual harassment course.
seminar?
Yeah.
So when I was still working for the man,
Who you work for now? The Wool Man?
no, he's a pretty nice guy actually, but
So you still work for him?
he's not the man. You know what I mean?
He's a man, not the man.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the man means alphabet soup, government agency.
Is he
So
He-Man?
anyways, no.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So anyways, we had the sexual harassment videos come out, and I happened to be in the vault one day. We had I had a female coworker, and she came in and everybody's talking about, oh, we gotta do these courses, we gotta do these courses. She come in,
Was it on the Great Courses Plus?
do what? See, my eye affected my hearing. I didn't hear him.
I asked if it was on the Great Courses Plus.
All right, I may be missing one there. Well, I don't know.
It's a massive sponsorship on YouTube.
That's all I see now.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the enlightenment. So anyways, she comes in talking about some dumb shit. Very sexually harassing me at the time because that was kind of our pastime going back and forth. Well, anyway, she does her thing, and somebody goes, "You can't do that. You can't say that." And she goes, "Yes, I can. I haven't finished my courses yet."
Nice.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty damn good response.
So does that mean that between the time that I get my last or my previous embezzlement courses to closer to the end of that course to the start of the next one, I can embezzle money?
Well, yeah, because at that point you don't know that it's wrong yet. Once you
Okay.
take your quiz at the end, you go, "Oh man, I shouldn't do that." Then you can no longer do it. Because at that point, then they will have trained you not to do it. But before you finish the course,
I really
you
got to
haven't
plan
had
this
proper
out.
training on not to embezzle.
The fact that you put this much thought into it, and the fact that you think that you need training in order to not be, I don't know, a fucking creep,
What
Does
hold
not
on, hold on,
surprise
hold on,
me.
hold on, hold on. Where does embezzlement and creep coincide?
I thought you all were talking about sexual harassment.
Embezzlement is money.
And sexual harassment doesn't necessarily mean creep either.
You shouldn't embezzle money. That's a simple thing. You shouldn't need a course for it.
Well, see, that's the fun
Well,
part.
so
man.
that's I don't know that.
But you do.
I don't.
We don't. We haven't been. formally
I don't.
trained on it.
I haven't been fully trained yet.
I haven't even been fully trained on how to embezzle, so where's that training course?
I mean,
How to embezzle money from your own company.
you could do it accidentally because you don't know what you're doing, and you could accidentally set up some shell companies to accidentally launder that money.
Really? There's a lot of accidentals in that statement.
It's not an accident. It's a not understanding of what you're doing.
It's just a byproduct of you not knowing anything.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know there was
I didn't know that was wrong.
I didn't know that was wrong to have a bank account in Cayman Islands.
Right. And
Oh, we got. What does everybody else think? Has anybody made a?
oh, James Pod Squad.
There we go.
Yeah. He changed his username from James Genix to James Pod Squad.
Oh.
He asked what he hopped into.
Oh, you don't want to know, JD. You do not want to know.
The bread basket.
Why-
That's what
why-
you hopped into.
Why
said-
is it that Pod Squad just sounds erotic?
Because
It's
he came
supposed
up
to.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the great thing about the name of Podcast or Die, you use the letters and it still says pod.
And we're a squad.
Yeah.
Right.
So Pod Squad.
Look,
Okay.
it was a lot better idea than his original one, which was Pound Pod.
Pound Pod.
Yeah.
Hashtag
It's a
Pound
hashtag.
Pod.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pound pod.
He wants his pod, whatever.
His, yeah.
Pound the
So,
pod.
do you make this pound cake out of your bread basket?
Yes.
Takes a lot of grain.
This episode brought to you by Innuendos.
Damn it, here again. I thought you were actually going into the fucking script. Stop it.
Well, you all have to do it yourselves because I won't be able to assist because your all screens are away from me. I can't read.
Well, maybe you
Where's your
should
screen?
get a damn screen.
Hey, you know what?
I've offered you my Chromebook.
Okay.
If you need it, just tell me. Say, hey, Matt.
Hey,
Can I borrow your
hey,
Chromebook?
Matt, just forcibly put it in front of him.
Is that what I'm going to have to do?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to have to forcibly
Don't
put it in
make
front of
it-
you from now on.
You were a corrections officer at one point in time in your
Right.
life.
Figured out.
How often did you ask people to...
I didn't ask anybody.
Can you stop stabbing that person?
Oh,
Can you please get in your...
I also have not had training on how not to stab people.
Right, I have not had that
Exactly.
either. Yeah.
Oh, my Jesus.
Hey, can you get me an interview with your job, your company?
What?
All right. Put it out
Want
there.
to?
I would.
We need the people.
Okay.
Does it pay good?
$20 an hour.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
To farm grain.
You don't farm grain, you moron.
How am I the moron? I'm gonna.
If you
I'm
don't,
gonna grain
if you
kick
don't,
you.
if
in-
you-
Okay, here, let me explain to you what my job is.
Okay.
I go in, I get up at 4 a.m., I get to work at 5:30.
All right.
We have a meeting. We go out to the area where we load trucks of grain. Okay? The specific grain that we load is on levers. Whenever we pull a specific lever, it takes that conveyor belt to that grain silo. When we start the grain, or start the conveyor belt, it pours onto the conveyor belt, the grain, and it pours it into the truck. That is what I do.
So how many people do they have doing this? Doing this one
At
particular...
one, usually it's just one person at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, one
I was
person
going to say,
controls
because
it.
it sounds like this could be automated with one controller.
No, I mean not necessarily. It's an old place.
Well,
so
yeah, but it
modernized.
could be automated.
It could be automated.
It could be, but it would take a lot of money because, like I said, it's really fucking old. Like it was built back in like 1918 or something.
But if you spend a couple $1 million,
You would think, yeah, it would be easy to
because
automate it.
because then you got to think, okay, you spend a couple $1 million, maybe $100 million on it, but then you don't pay employees for their hourly wages plus benefits, life insurance, all of that shit, and then you have one person doing the job of 20 people.
Well, I mean, there's only like 9 people on my ship.
And hey, if you automate everything and don't have any line workers, you don't have to carry workman's comp.
Right.
They could actually hire robots like they've been planning with McDonald's and stuff.
Yeah.
I think McDonald's uses grain.
They
Yeah.
do
You're lucky I like you.
in the buns.
Is that pretty marketable? You said something about like 1918. Is grain like something you could put money into?
Hold on. We're going back to the haven't been trained on how not to stab people.
Yeah.
We have a comment from James.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Stick them with a pointy
Stick
end.
them with the pointy end. Knives and you. That's the name of the
The
chorus.
Narrated by Arya Stark.
The more you know. Yeah, right.
But no,
Are you done with us? Are you almost?
so-
to the
Are
point
you all
of being
done with being like
Have we gained
assholes?
enough? Have we gained enough experience yet?
No. It's not hard work, but it's more than just that. That's all I've learned so far.
I want to
Do you
plant.
get to take any of the grain home?
No, I don't think so.
What would they do if you were embezzling grain?
I would
How
probably
much
be
does
fired.
a piece of grain cost?
Just one. Yeah.
That I do not know.
If I wanted to plant some corn and wheat and grain, would you
Let's
help?
move
Do
on.
you don't have any yeast there?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Because if you have,
Can I get a loaf?
how messed up? How
do they
messed
have
up? would-
on-site bakers?
Yeah. So my question is, yeast can grow wild, right?
the joke
Right.
is not
So-
funny anymore.
So if the yeast grows wild in a grain silo, do you suddenly get bread?
At least a baker's dozen, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Anyway,
He's got that serious look.
he's got that I'm done look.
Yeah, I got that. I'm about to fucking leave. Look. So let's move on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. So my week, I worked. That's it.
Out in the hot sun.
No, actually, because fall weather finally hit.
Oh, it did.
So
didn't it?
yeah. So like waking up in the morning and stuff like that. It's I think the
Rainy season's about to hit.
well, it's been like 48, 50 degrees outside every morning.
Yeah.
So at least windbreaker jacket weather or whatever.
Yeah.
Until the sun's comes out and everything. But I enjoy it. Like I do not miss the humidity. I do not miss the heat. So I will sit outside waiting for, clientele to get there to be helped out and everything. And I will freeze my ass off outside because I've missed it so much.
I already missed the hot and sweaty and
Yeah, no, I can't do
Humidity.
it. But see, my job proved to me
yeah.
the last couple of weeks that what would be the best thing? How would I don't believe I'm a number, like military purposes and stuff. I don't really believe that I'm a number, but I do believe that I honestly truly believe that we are the lowest people on the totem pole, if there was one. And I hate that about companies.
Yeah.
Like they really don't. It's not even a thing of respect of their
Right.
coworkers. They just don't care.
Oh yeah, you can be
They-
replaced in a second.
Right.
There's 20 people lined up to take your job at any given point.
I hate that. Like I enjoy I tell people all the time, I'm like, you're not above me by any means. I was like, but you can be my equal.
Right.
Like, we can work together and things can get done and accomplished and everything like that. It's just, I don't know, entitlement, being on a pedestal, thinking you're better than someone. I don't get it. If everybody did what they needed to do, then things would be better. That's my job in a nutshell. That's what I get to deal with. So now I'm looked at as the person that just equally hates everybody. I'm an equal opportunist.
Yeah,
Like, I'll hate everybody.
right. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not kidding about the our nice ad, by the way.
The what?
The ad. I don't know if I could read anything off of a screen. I'm trying to remember the way we usually do it.
Yeah.
I just can't remember it exactly all the way. But now I know that it is Pod Squad.
Hey, JD, question. Since you are in chat, are we doing the Last Wish this week? Cool. Thank you.
At least they know that there's not a... I don't even know there's a delay. Because he
Right.
got back to us very, very quickly.
Yeah, there's not much of a delay.
Okay.
There's a little bit, not much.
I've got a little bit of delay on the chat, but
So, guys, this episode was brought to you by Audible. With more than 400,000 audiobooks, there's always something to listen to. Whether it be working or just relaxing, a good audiobook is a great way to pass the time. This week, JD started listening to The Last Wish, the first book that the Witcher games are based from, written by...
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. Anstij. Yeah, no. And narrated by Peter Kinney. That one I can say.
Audible has a great selection of podcasts, theatrical performances, A-list comedy, audiobooks, and Audible originals you will not find anywhere else.
So start your 30-day trial and get your first audiobook for free by going to audibletrials.com/podsquad.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Audible.
Audible.
And thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
So I think for the beginning of our news coverage, we should cover the biggest piece
Yeah. I do. too.
on one spectrum. Obviously, this...
So I do want to say this. We are going to touch on two major articles tonight, but pretty much tonight's just a hangout session since JD's out. We don't want to do too many articles because, well, he holds all the keys. But
Pretty much.
Yes.
He's the key master. We're the gatekeepers.
Yeah. So he's kind of our journalist that gets everything ready for us, and we just read the teleprompter. We're anchors,
look, I have no problem being Ron Burgundy.
right?
San Diegoites. San Diegons.
So we are going to touch on two major articles, both on two spectrums, like Matt said.
Wait. Did you just say JD was like the puppet master and we're
Yeah.
just like...
No, I didn't say the puppet.
So-
Key
master.
master.
Key master.
Oh,
Yeah.
for some reason I was not okay, and I'll
mean,
probably have
what-
nightmares of
what-
his
what-
hand
what-
going
what-
up my...
what-
Yeah.
What is this? Why is my arm out?
Stop working my mouth.
I'm the key master. You're the gatekeeper.
So,
Unfortunately, one person did meet the gatekeeper.
yes.
That was in
Whatever
poor
that
taste.
means.
I am very sorry.
Whatever that means. So, he's
The pearly
walking,
gates.
walking through the valley of the shadow of the death. So unfortunately, Coolio died.
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah. On Wednesday. So he was found. What'd you say, Dave?
So he went to his colleague or friend's house and apparently had gone to use the downstairs bathroom, and when they hadn't seen him in a while, they went to go check on him, and they found him deceased in the bathroom.
He
Yeah.
apparently had, like, what, a heart attack?
Yeah, he had a heart attack, and when the paramedics arrived, they actually worked on him for 45 minutes.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I think, the minimum amount of time, or the maximum amount of time that they can work on somebody before they legally say that he's deceased.
Right.
He or she. Now, one thing I did notice, and I read in the article, one article that I read, is that apparently he did have a reoccurring role on Futurama
Yes.
as one of the robots. Now there is a continuation of the
Was
show
he the
Rebirth.
stabby robot?
I forget. I honestly I don't remember because I never really watched the show, but I remember them mentioning that, and they also mentioned that Hulu I think is doing a reboot of the show.
Yes.
He had actually recorded most of his lines for the reboot before he passed. So
Wow.
he actually will live on in the show once they air it. Which is I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, since I just
That's
learned
neat.
about this, I think tonight.
Yeah.
I'd actually mentioned something about that being on the internet, and that's when you all told me, like, yeah, no, it happened Wednesday and everything. Again, showing my age, he was somebody that I listened to.
Yeah.
I do remember him having, like, of course, he was in a couple of movies.
Yeah.
Dracula 3000. Wow. But anyways, not a good movie at all. But he was also in that movie actually with Tiny Liston, who actually he played Debo in Friday. We actually we lost him as well, but he was also on, I want to say, on A&E. I want to say that he was he had his own reality TV show with his kids. But the one things that I will remember of Coolio, like the main things, is his first song was Fantastic Voyage.
Yep.
So he had that hit. There was a song called 1, 2, 3, 4 something new, and that made him pretty popular. But we all know of his biggest hit that won him Grammys,
Yeah.
which would be Gangster's Paradise.
Yep.
That was on the Dangerous Mind soundtrack. The funniest thing that I always found was funny, and they actually said in the news that it was pretty serious, was when Weird Al wanted to do Amish Paradise.
Yeah.
Coolio
Yes.
never gave him the rights to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No,
they
I
actually
didn't
did
know
not.
that.
Yeah, they did not. Coolio did not want him to parody that song because he thought of it being one of those iconic. I mean, which it is,
Yeah.
but I mean, both can still coexist. They still do. I mean,
Were there laws back then about doing parody? Like, with
No.
it being...
Weird Al had to get the okay from the original artist.
No, he did not.
Didn't, right?
So the Weird Al does that as a courtesy,
Oh, okay.
but he as a parody, you do not have to get permission if you were to remaster or use the. Use
If
it
you were
as
to,
a
like,
whole
make a
different-
remake of the song, like,
Right.
and not change the lyrics, yes, you have to have
Yeah.
permission.
But
Okay.
if you're making a parody, especially for comedy reasons like Weird Al does, you do not have to get permission.
See, I didn't know how far back that went, because I knew
Yeah.
that was a thing. Like, if you're doing a parody, you don't actually need permission.
No,
To do anything.
Right. He was completely in his legal right to do the. Now
Yeah.
he prefers to get the okay.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of Weird Al, have any of you guys seen the Weird Al trailer with
Yes.
Danny Radcliffe?
Yes.
yes.
Like, the
You
thing
mean where
that's-
he was, like Weird Al supposedly had a relationship with Madonna?
Yeah.
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 Like, I don't know why, but, like, seeing Danny Radcliffe as Weird Al is just weird, ironically, to me.
Yeah.
But the thing that kind of made me want to see it was at the end of the trailer that I saw, where Weird Al himself made an appearance in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, now I got to see it. But yeah, just had to throw that out there.
No, I just thought it was funny because at the Grammys, Coolio actually, somebody in the news was in there like, "What do you think about Amish Paradise and Weird Al Parody?" He's like, I didn't hear that because I'm up here winning awards." Like he did not appreciate that. He felt
Right.
disrespected.
I mean,
Yet
that's his
it was
right.
the last award Coolio ever won.
Ooh.
So yeah, I don't know.
Ooh,
If
do you
there's
think it's
backlash.
because of that?
I doubt
or-
it
I mean,
because
that's
if you
kinda-
remember, Coolio didn't really. I mean, Gangsta's Paradise will always go down in history as his biggest hit.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
I don't
That's
think
true.
he ever was able to
Surpass that. Yeah.
catch lightning in a bottle twice.
And that was very common back then, though. That was actually very common for most artists.
I will say this, like, again, I've been a fan of Coolio in my much younger years. Like, he was a good artist. But watching the Gangster's Paradise video when it first aired and seeing Michelle Pfeiffer, because I was a fan of Batman Returns. I loved Catwoman.
Right,
So
right.
seeing her sitting in the chair, kind of like listening to Coolio rap, and then seeing Florence Henderson from the Brady Bunch listen to Weird Al rap to her, I could not like Weird Al's. I thought it was an amazing parody. Like
Right.
Gangsta's Paradise is an iconic song, but Amish Paradise is just as iconic.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, a lot of his parody songs are iconic.
Oh, yeah.
And even some of his originals, like his originals were fucking phenomenal.
All right. I mean, he'll go, like, I don't want to turn this and not talk about Coolio or whatever, rest in peace.
Right.
But Weird Al did him a justice by parodying that song because it made Coolio relevant again. You know, if he hadn't parodied the song, then, people wouldn't sit there and, in my own opinion, I don't think they would have listened to it as much. You know, because it had been a couple years past. The same thing with, like, Don McLean's American Pie. If Weird Al had never... I can't remember. Well, Joe can help me out because I think it's one of his favorite songs. Where it's like, "Bye bye, Mr."
Anakin guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
So when he parodied Don McLean's American Pie and made it about Star Wars, I mean, people started listening to that again. And Madonna tried to redo American Pie and make her own version of it, and it failed horribly. But Weird Al was always fun. Like, he didn't make Michael Jackson relevant again, but he actually did Eat It.
Yeah.
I'm fat instead of bad or whatever. So
Yeah.
I'm glad he never parodied Thriller
Yeah.
because that's just been weird. But, again, not saying all that. But yes, rest in peace, Coolio. I still, I think I've got a CD somewhere of, that has Fantastic Voyage on it, or a tape at least.
Yeah.
Where, he was back around that time. I know that he had never stopped being a musician or an artist.
Did he do anything besides record, or did he do any what's the word I'm looking for? Like what Dr. Dre did.
Produce?
Produce, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
That I don't know. That would have to...
I mean, that's
I'd
more
have to
common
go-
nowadays than it was back then.
Yeah.
But
No, I think he just stayed an artist. He was in movies. Not movies, but he had done the whole acting thing, and like I said, he was on, I think, A&E
right.
for a reality show that kind of fell on deaf ears. So I mean, it's hard. It's the industry, and it's always constantly changing.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But one thing about the industry, though,
Sometimes it does win.
yeah,
Yes.
And in keeping with winning,
Yeah.
the one person that always wins, Ryan
Winning.
Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, that's where I was going with it. You kind of interrupted. Ryan
Tiger
Reynolds, ladies and gentlemen, with another
Tiger Blood.
Tiger Blood.
Yeah.
Tiger Blood.
Tiger Blood.
Not Charlie Sheen.
Oh, you said winning.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. But
It would have been the same thing. It would have been the same thing you said. Cocaine and hookers.
I mean, yeah. So anyway,
But yeah, so I was actually, whenever I saw this, I was just browsing YouTube, and I'm subscribed to Ryan Reynolds, and I see a video pop up, uploaded 19 minutes ago, titled Deadpool Update. I watch it, and you guys have seen it, right? All of us?
Yep.
All right. Announces that a certain character is going to be featuring in Deadpool 3. What the hell just happened to you?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
So Wolverine was announced to be in Deadpool 3. Is the big reveal here.
Right.
Nice.
How
Hugh
do you all
Jackman.
feel? Hugh Jackman.
Yes.
And the way he announced it was fucking hilarious. Could I just say that? I fucking geeked out.
Right.
No joke.
Hey, Hugh, you want to play Wolverine again? Yeah, sure, whatever, Ryan.
And then he just
All right.
eyebrow raise. Play the song. Fucking Ryan Reynolds. Mm-hmm. Fucking perfect.
Well, the thing is I've talked to a couple of people, and they're like, they need to keep it rated R. Being that it's now at Disney, they're like, they need to keep it rated R. And I'm like, I think they'll be able to find, if they don't keep it rated, or if they don't make it rated R, they're going to find a way to that kind of appease us.
Right.
As far as that's concerned.
Oh, it's absolutely got to be rated R.
It has to
Right.
be. It's Deadpool and Logan. I mean,
Right.
Yes. the things that I enjoyed about why, because I've watched, there's been a couple of updates where they had more videos of it, of Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds talking about it. One of the biggest things that fans have already started to talk about was, you know, how, and even in the second video that they show, is like, how can we do this? How, you know, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it, but in the movie Logan, spoiler, stroke alert.
Squozen alert.
Yes. Hugh Jackman passed away in Logan. Like, they killed him off and everything like that. But the thing about it is that they're different universes. Now that we're in the MCU and we're actually going through different multiverses, there's a possibility. One of the coolest things that I've seen is the fact that Multiverse of Madness in Doctor Strange, when Professor X, again, spoiler alert, or spoiler alert, when you see Professor X show up in the Illuminati, in the movie and stuff, he has a green suit on and he's in the yellow wheelchair,
like straight from the fucking cartoon.
Exactly. It is said in the video that I watched that Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart himself both retired after Logan. They retired those characters. They're like, we will never play Professor X or Wolverine again.
So they're fucking liars.
So they retired from the Fox universe. Hence why Professor X made his appearance in MCU in a green suit and a yellow wheelchair, and they even played the electric guitar X-Men cartoon behind him. So now,
okay, now that makes
you
sense.
can actually have Wolverine in a different time, in a different universe, come back in, which they have also stated that this will be the very first time, a strong possibility for the very first time, or very first viewing of Hugh Jackman dressed as Wolverine in a blue, yellow, and black.
So like the original suit.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Because that is the only way you're going to be able to present Wolverine in that universe.
Right.
Okay.
Now, would I prefer to watch Hugh Jackman in the brown, yellow, and black?
Like the biker type thing that he had in the X-Men movies?
Right, in the, you know, not the yellow spandex, but, you know, the brown, yellow, and black costume and everything. That's the Wolverine I remember.
Right.
Different time frame. I understand that they're going to be able to bring him back in. I just want to see Hugh Jackman actually... You've never got to see Hugh Jackman in the original Wolverine costume.
Right.
This might be the one and only time that we'll actually be able to see that. Plus, I've talked about this on the podcast before, that if Hugh Jackman comes into the MCU, gets presented and represented as Wolverine, something happens, and we don't ever see, like Hugh Jackman just hangs up the claws and the boots and the mask and everything like that after the fact, because that's why I love Kevin Feige. That's why I love MCU, is because they don't really do things wrong. They stick very, very near and dear to the, you know, they make films for fans that were fans of the franchise. But they've also talked about that if Hugh Jackman plays Wolverine and they do away with the character or recast it or whatnot, they're talking about bringing Hugh Jackman back into the MCU as a villain.
Ooh.
Really?
Now, that opens up a whole spectrum of people he could play, i.e. Mr. Sinister.
Yeah.
You know, somebody from the Hellfire Club.
Yeah.
If they actually were able to do... Fox fucked up the X-Men series, I'm sorry.
They really did.
But if the MCU can recorrect it and Deadpool is your first stepping stone into it, I'm on board for it.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds have had this ongoing beef with each other, jokingly, for years now.
A long
Now you're actually going to be able to see that on film. Now,
yeah.
in the trailer, it actually showed 9/6 of 2024.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's definitely going to be like some time taken to actually build a good
So
movie.
they're going to do it right.
Hopefully.
I mean, they have a good track record so far with the two movies that came out so far.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as like the shows and everything, the shows have taken a hit as far as the MCU goes. The shows have really brought it down. I mean, you got She-Hulk that has got shitty ratings.
I mean, you're going to have hit and miss. Like She-Hulk, I haven't really seen a lot of. I didn't see Miss Marvel, but a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people loved Loki.
Loki's one that did well. I think, what was it, Hawkeye series? I don't think did very
Here
well.
we go. It took me forever, but I found it. No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, the black and yellow costume is a for sure because that was in the release. So or the teaser of him opening the drawer and seeing the actual comic book
Costume.
What was that in?
It was in one of the teasers.
Of what?
Not the first teaser, but there was like a follow-up teaser, if I recall correctly. But yeah, there was a video of Hugh Jackman pulling open a drawer, and it was that if you notice, it's in a drawer.
Yeah.
So,
see, again, MCU is going to do it right, or at least try.
That's
to.
the hope.
Yeah, like I was going
If
to say,
Ryan Reynolds is backing it, and he's the one that's producing it, helping with the storyline and all that, because you know it's going to be good.
right. I'm just saying the MCU, like you were saying, the TV shows on Disney.
Yeah.
Some of them are very hit and miss, but a lot of the movies, they haven't been hit or miss. But a lot of my friends have said that Shang-Chi was horrible.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing about. I haven't watched it, so I can't say.
A lot of people didn't like Love and Thunder.
I thought it was good.
I still need to
do
watch
too.
it.
It was a little bit too comedic for me, honestly. They kind of crutched on that a little bit.
Right.
Near the end, it got a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
And that's what I enjoyed. I thought that was really good.
Well, a lot of the TV shows, like a lot of people like Loki. It was very hit and miss with like Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
WandaVision was very hit or miss. But a lot of the ones that they banked on haven't really pulled them out of the fire yet.
Yeah.
I.e. Moon Knight, Miss
Right.
Marvel, and She-Hulk.
Although I hear Moon Knight did really well. Is doing really well.
Moon Knight Shyamalan?
That's M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Yeah, see,
But
JD,
yes.
JD said the same thing. He said that Moon Knight is decent.
Okay. Like I said, hit or miss. But
I mean, it just depends on who's giving the review. I mean, obviously everybody's gonna have different opinions.
Well, the thing with me though is like everybody knows, like I said, there was I think 7 people that actually sent me the teaser trailer and everything like that because they know how much of a fan of Deadpool I am. This is the one that I'm going to be looking the most towards watching. Like I'll be there first night it opens in the theaters,
Right.
to check it out.
I'll wait till it comes out on streaming.
Yeah, right. But it's my favorite character, so I really want to see it.
Well,
I don't want to go anywhere.
well,
That's why
I mean,
you all come
well,
here for the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, hell, I'll buy your ticket. I don't care. But that just dawned on me the timing of that. It's in what, 2 years?
Yeah.
What?
What's happening right now?
Oh,
God.
yeah. No, I got you.
So yeah, I'm excited.
I just really hope that, like, I trust in the fact that Marvel knows that it's already been established. So I really, for me, it is very hard for me to get back into a series after you, i.e. Spider-Man, had to redo the character, I think 3 times.
Right.
Well, you had Tobey Maguire,
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield, and then
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
So they redid Spider-Man's origin story 3 times. I really hope the MCU understands that we already have an origin story for Deadpool. You don't have to rehash anything.
Right.
Just
plop him in.
right.
Yeah.
I mean that's Deadpool to me. You know, I was kind of hoping in Multiverse Madness when they jumped through the multiverses, Deadpool would have popped up. I mean, there was so many like little
I still
Easter
agree.
eggs
I still agree with you that Deadpool should have replaced Stan Lee
for all the cameos.
for all the cameos.
Oh, yeah.
We
I agree with
start a
that.
petition. We as podcasters I need to start a petition saying that Deadpool needs to be the cameo from now on.
Yeah. I mean, nobody else can be.
Seriously, nobody else can fill those shoes.
I think he was the only one to ever yell at Stan Lee for making a cameo.
I know, right? It only makes sense.
Like he jumps in the phone booth or whatever, and Stan Lee's like, "That's awesome! Strap in, Stan Lee!" Like, he was the only one that did that, and I'm like, "Yay!"
Now, here's my question: how do you think they'll introduce Wolverine? Do you think they'll give like kind of a flashback thing?
I think they're gonna have some sort of an epic fight scene in the middle of the woods, and they're gonna find Wolverine just
Chilling there,
chilling, leaned up against a log.
just sharpening his claws.
Other way around. I think it's going to start out with Wolverine, right? Fighting someone. And then you're going to see Deadpool chilling in the woods.
Eating a chimichanga.
Yes. Or riding a unicorn.
So,
So you think
somebody, Deadpool would what?
Deadpool would be an awesome for the cameos.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm thinking they're gonna maybe so they're gonna have Wolverine in some epic battle, and then it's gonna stumble upon Deadpool reenacting Logan's death in Logan.
Yes.
Why?
So
That does sound like something Deadpool would do.
Right.
Well, if you notice, or if you remember, he had the little musical thing of Logan.
Oh, like Music Box?
Well, it was like that ballerina thing, and he turned it on. It was Logan's death in Logan.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was talking to somebody at work, and they sit there and said that this would be the perfect time to bring in somebody to portray X-23
Okay.
to be a good villain towards both characters. I started thinking about it more often, and I was like, okay, how would... Like, I had the same question that you asked. Like, how would you introduce Wolverine? So, if I may, my storyline, if I was doing the movie, would be one of two things. Either it would take place from the game, Deadpool, where Wolverine gets knocked out and Deadpool smacks him over 100 times in the face. And you get an award unlocked for smacking Wolverine in the face so many times. Then he wakes up. Like, that's how you start the movie out.
That would be hilarious.
It's just Deadpool smacking him because he got
works.
knocked out.
Yes.
Now, on a serious note, if I was Kevin Feige, I would sit there and say, hey, it's not really rehashing a biopic of them.
Okay.
But they were both in Weapon X. So why not start with, like, that's how they meet up. Deadpool was part of Weapon X. Wolverine was part of Weapon X. Actually, Wolverine was Weapon X.
So maybe like starting it off with like a flashback type thing?
Or real time, to where Deadpool just kind of sits there and goes, yeah, this is stupid. I don't want to do this. Because in Deadpool 2, they already brought X-Factor in. And you saw what they did with X-Factor.
They all died.
Exactly. And X-Factor was a big superhero team. Just like Alpha Flight or X-Men. And they just kicked everybody, just killed everyone except Domino.
Yeah.
Wolverine's indestructible. So either go from what you're saying and have another member of Weapon X, which would have been Omega Red, who made a cameo in what movie? Deadpool 2. He was in the jail when Cable broke in and tried to kill the kid. Omega Red was in there. He was one of the cameos that is very hard to see.
I was going to say, I don't remember that.
Yes, so Omega Red's there, so there is your villain for a small portion or whatever, but he's fighting Wolverine, and that's how Deadpool gets introduced. This is just these are ideas.
Right.
You know, I honestly, because Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool kept putting pictures, like at the very end of Deadpool 1, he actually puts the man sexiest, like People magazine,
The People's Magazine.
most sexiest man, and it's Hugh Jackman's actual face.
So he pretty much told us from that moment that...
No, why not just bring reality into it? Why not just sit there and being like... He's already sit there and said, you know, in the comic book, they're like, what do you look like under the mask, Deadpool? And he's like a radioactive Sharpay and Ryan Reynolds. So they've already sit there and established the fact that they are real people in real time. That's why he breaks the fourth wall. You can either do it like a military Weapon X kind of style, or you can just have Deadpool come in and being like, oh, hey, we actually got an actual good person. I mean, I know we had Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Colossus in the last movie, but now we really have Wolverine.
Do you think he will continue with this trend of just bringing a few cameos in? Or do you think it will ever be like the entire X-Men.
I don't know if it'll be the entire X-Men, but if he brings Wolverine into Deadpool 3 is what I'm going to be. I don't think it's going to be... They're not going to redo Deadpool. It's going to be Deadpool Part 3. Hence why when you look at the logo, when he slashes through with his claw marks, it's 3.
Right.
So Deadpool 3. You are now introducing, just like in Multiverse of Madness, it introduced Professor X, one X-Man, and one Fantastic Four member. So they're just strategically placing characters.
Now,
So
I know
now you
there's
have
supposed to
Wolverine,
be-
which is one of the main X-Men.
right.
You're
right.
releasing him in Deadpool. Now you have the room to actually release characters like Rogue, like Gambit.
Oh, I hope they bring Gambit.
Colossus has already been introduced.
Right.
You know? Deadpool has released a lot of X-Men. They sucked because it was Deadpool's movie, so.
I don't know. I just think it's all exciting. Like,
I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, Dave. What were you going to say?
I don't remember.
Okay, fair.
cool.
I can't wait. I really want to see this.
Yeah, same
I do
here.
too.
Same here. JD said behind the scenes stuff in the Blu-ray talk about Omega.
Yep.
So, and then he just said, can't wait for Deadpool to run into Spider-Man in the MCU and calls him by every actor that played Parker. Wait, which Spider-Man are you? These timelines
Are you
so
Miles Morales?
confusing. He did do the same thing like he did with Professor X.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That has to happen.
See, the thing about like the Deadpool 3 movie, like, yes, you're bringing Hugh Jackman in, but are they going to have like the other actors that were in Deadpool's movie? Not really the girl.
When you talk about the other characters that come in, like
Right.
Colossus and...
I'm talking about the his roommate.
Oh, what the hell is her name? The blind woman.
Yes.
Yeah. She's
I
awesome.
wish I never heard of IKEA.
She's kind of a staple in the Deadpool
Mm-hmm.
movies, though. If she doesn't make an appearance in the third one, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm just hoping that this movie will have a better villain than Ajax. I mean,
Yeah.
Francis.
Francis. Stop it, Francis.
I don't know how many people out there actually went out and got Ajax
Right.
and put Francis like on a piece of tape that just put Francis on
You did.
it. I did.
That is not surprising.
Yeah. I mean, when we were having our group chat last night or whatever, I made sure that I responded in every single possible GIF I could find of Deadpool.
Right.
I did a few that weren't Deadpool, but
I ignored everything.
Yeah, I know.
it was mostly you and me. JD
JD did throw
he
in.
did throw in a few. It was like 80% you. The rest was split between me and JD.
Oh, JD, speaking of which, horrific thing just is happening right now. Dave is using your mic.
Oh,
Yes.
no. Sacrilege. And he's sitting in your spot.
The Dave is using your mic. How does that make you feel?
I don't think I want to be neutral anymore.
Yeah, I think that this is the straw that breaks the camel's back right here.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else that we need to talk about?
I don't want to bring too much from the next episode when JD's actually gonna be here. So he has some very specific notes written out for what should have been this episode, but we're gonna skip all that. And we've been going for almost an hour and a half, and we thank you for sticking in here with us for us just bullshitting around.
Oh, real quick, Deadpool 3. Hugh Jackman posts a sweaty workout photo as he trains to play Wolverine again. Good lord, look at that. His shirt says squad on it. Just need to put pod on
Pod
that.
Squad. As Eric cringes.
Look how sweaty he is. That's a sweaty Wolverine.
I think
right
he just
there.
woke up because it looks like he's stretching, like yawning.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Only every single muscle in his arm is bulging.
JD, should we do the mystery article right now?
I don't think we should. JD has to be here for that.
Okay. Fair enough.
What?
The mystery article.
Is he saying we should or shouldn't?
I don't know. I'm waiting for him to respond. He wants to be here. He wants the live reaction, so I don't blame him for that.
Well, here's one thing. The new Hellraiser apparently just screened. So, and early reviews are coming out. Some people are saying it is a gnarly, gory, horny reinvention that feels closer to Barker's prose than any movie before it. Hardcore and faithful, it expands the mythology without treading on it. Is going to create a whole new generation of Hellraiser fans. Fucking love it.
Nice. I mean,
I watched it, and you know how I was kind of objective about it
Right.
to begin with, because it's like, come on, don't ruin a good thing. But it actually looks pretty fucking gnarly.
what is it streaming on again?
Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be streaming on the 7th, so not too far from here.
Right.
What is that, Friday? Saturday? I think that's Saturday. Yep. No, Friday.
Yeah.
It streams next Friday on Hulu. I'm going to watch it. Did you want to see it?
I'll probably check it out, but I will wait until like you've seen it and have a little bit more to talk about.
I was saying I can give you my login.
No, I've got Hulu.
Oh, you got Hulu?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one thing that just got released on streaming that I do want to check out is Rob Zombie's The Monsters.
Yeah.
That's actually streaming on Netflix, so I do want to give that, even though it's not in black and white, even though that's what he wanted to film it in, was black and white, the dream sequences are very just, I guess, drug-addled would be the best thing. Just because he wanted to keep it as close to the original as possible. But I still want to check it out. I've heard good things. I've heard bad things.
I've heard nothing but bad things, honestly.
I just,
And that disappoints me, honestly.
right,
But I can't really say that it's bad unless I see it myself. So,
right.
with you being the lead expert on things of that genre, I'll let you be the authority, in my opinion.
I know that a couple of friends that are on TikTok actually went and saw another horror movie that I was going to give a chance to, but it is called Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
What?
The third... No, I'm sorry. This will be the... I'm sorry. Jeepers Creepers 4 Reborn. This will be the fourth installment of that movie.
Oh, no. Don't
and
tell my wife that.
everybody that has seen it, because it was actually in a theater in Louisville, I want to say like one of the cinemas out there. Yeah, nobody... They can't believe that they spent money to make that.
That bad?
Yes.
Wow.
It was that bad. They
I
had
only
nothing
seen the
good to say
first
about
one.
it.
I've seen bits and pieces of the second one. But the first one was the only one that I really remember, so...
Well, that's the thing about that movie is the fact that they wanted, like, the director, especially of the sequel or whatever, they want to get him away from the franchise because of what he had done. But they were saying that there was no good parts in the fourth one. Like, they were trying to re-establish the franchise, and they were going to start with the fourth one, make a fifth and sixth one, and be done with it finally. But the fourth one was so bad that they don't think they're going to get funding for the fifth or sixth one.
Wow.
Like,
I'm surprised that
every
they're still...
single
They made up to 4. I mean, like I said, I barely watched the second one. I didn't even know there was a third one. Let alone a fourth. Jeez.
Yeah, they actually, like, they... In the first movie and the second movie, the Creepers' makeup and design and everything was pretty good. It was pretty creepy and stuff. They said in the fourth movie that it was almost like a Dollar General ripoff, store-bought. Like,
Seriously?
They hid his face in shadows and everything because they did not want to show how bad the creature design was. So... I really want to, for the first time in a while, I want to be able to watch 31 horror movies. This, starting
Tomorrow.
Weren't you supposed to do that last year?
I was and kind of failed. But I didn't have Tubi last year, so.
Good point.
Or a lot of streaming services for that fact. Another movie that came out tonight that a lot of people had told me they were going to watch was Hocus Pocus 2.
Yes. Actually, whenever I got here at Joe's, they were watching it. Ashley and your kid were watching it. And I'm like, no! We were supposed to watch this because I didn't know that we were actually going to be doing the podcast tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I had already made plans. We were gonna have a bonfire, me and the wife and the kid.
Mm-hmm.
We were gonna have marshmallows, have popcorn, watch Jeepers Creepers. Good Lord, watch Hocus Pocus 2 as a family.
Right.
And then I get here and it's like, oh no, spoilers! So yeah, we're gonna watch it tomorrow. We're gonna do all that tomorrow. So I'm actually pretty hyped. Hocus Pocus was one of those movies like Halloween Town. It's one of those kiddie movies that you grow to love because you watched it as a kid. But yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that tomorrow.
I was just gonna say, starting tomorrow, I'm really going to at least try to watch one movie a day.
Do it. I mean, it's easy to do if you just plan it out. Start with one trilogy, move to the next.
Yeah, but see, I want to take the time to really take part in streaming services and check out movie. There's a movie. I want to say it's on Tubi. It could be on another streaming service. I can't remember which, but it's the Poughkeepsie Tapes, and that is one of those horror movies that is supposed to just send chills down your spine. It's very, very, just realistic. So, I want to definitely check out horror movies that I haven't checked out yet. There's a movie called Hereditary, and I do want to check that movie out because supposedly that's creepy. A Quiet Place Part 1 and 2 I'd like to check out.
Yeah.
So, those are those movies that I just want to give a chance to. I will have some of the great ones that I go back and watch: Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, stuff like that.
Right,
The classics, the oldies but the goodies and stuff like that I'll still check out. But I do want to kind of broaden the horizon and see some stuff that I haven't seen to try to kind of keep my mind open to things.
When is Blood and Honey supposed to come out? Do you remember?
I do not. I will not say anything about watching a Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
That has to be one of them. If it gets released in October.
I don't really know if watching the Hellraiser series on Hulu, when you said it releases on the 7th or 8th.
7th.
I don't really know if I could chalk that up as a horror movie, the one a day for the 31 days of October. But I do want to do that. I definitely want to watch a horror movie a day for at least the month of October. It is my favorite time of year. It is my favorite holiday. So I do want to do it up big.
You're going to decorate the apartment?
Dude, my apartment does not,
I was gonna say,
get
it doesn't need to get decorated.
Right, no, it stays Halloween decorated throughout the year.
Oh, yeah. Your apartment is literally a...
I would say,
What just happened?
We keep getting disconnected, so... Yeah. So on that note, since we are getting disconnected and Spectrum is a bitch,
that's the horror movie I'm going to watch on the 15th day.
Right.
Spectrum.
As always, comment, follow our Facebook and Instagram, Republic of the Geek. If you like this podcast, support us through our Anchor page, anchor.fm/podcast.